Howdy there. So I saw The Guard for the second time the other day, and I really liked it. Probably more than the first. I still got to give it a solid 9. I really love the show. I could definitely see myself buying this movie one day, and I think it will only get better as you watch it. Very original, very forward-thinking. It's about a small Irish town. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it. And it becomes the focal point for what you think to be a serial killer, then turns out to be an international drug ring. And there's basically only one policeman, which they call guard. Only one policeman in the way of all this crime and corruption. He gets a little help from an American FBI agent, and together they try and solve the town's problems. Stars Brendan Gleeson, Don Cheadle, let's see, who else is in there? That's pretty much the two names I know. This movie is filled with character actors. A lot of British, European character actors that I've seen a lot in movies. This is by far the biggest role they've had. I love that. You know, I love seeing a face for a long time and then finally seeing them get a big shot. And especially in a film this good and well written. I think it will only get better the more times you watch it, because there's just so many clever lines, so much smarts, you know. It's just very smart that you just notice things the more time. I mean, that's true of all things, but of all films, but there's just, this is really layered, and man, I just appreciated it much more on the second time. All of the characters, like, there's no one-note character. You know, every character is fully fleshed out. Like, even cops you only see for a couple of scenes, you know, they give off this attitude. They seem like in just a short amount of time they have this perfectly formed backstory. They have this perfectly formed character. They know exactly who they are. And that's just attention to detail. There's an attention to detail here. I can't remember the name of the director. Thanks to one of my viewers, I know that he is half of a brother team. His brother did In Bruges. I have to compare The Guard to, like, the works of the Coen brothers. It's like that. You know, it hits every single note the way that the Coen brothers do. You know, there's tragedy, there's sadness, there's death of characters that we come to, you know, care for. There's just this biting humor throughout the entire film. Really, it's just like life. They have an ear for capturing what life is like. I mean, really, it's so well written. Very well written. You know, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just a great film. I can't think of anything negative to focus on and say, well, here's why I didn't like the film, because I just loved it. I think it's great for Brendan Gleeson. He's been around for a while. I guess he is kind of a star, but I mean, he's excellent here. He's excellent here. The character is so good. I mean, you would give up anything to play a character like this. So when you combine a well-written character with an excellent actor, I mean, you just get something that's akin to magic. But it's... I kind of lost my point. I was going for something, and then I just totally lost it. Yeah, crap. My mind just went totally blank there. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year. It will no doubt be in my top 10 list at the year end. At least I don't see how it can't be. It was funny, poignant, intelligent, violent, just pretty much everything I could want in a movie. The character, it kind of came back to me. The character really reminds me kind of one of my favorite novels, and one of probably the only novels I've read in the last, seriously, probably 12 years, maybe 10 years. I'm not that big of a reader. But Ignatius J. Reilly from A Confederacy of Dunces. I mean, it's that kind of character. This totally unique fish out of water, lives life by his own code. I guess kind of a lone wolf in that way. But I just kept on thinking about Ignatius when I watched this, and I was like, if Ignatius were a cop, he would be this. He would be the guard. And Ignatius J. Reilly is one of the great literary characters of all time. I think that's kind of inarguable, but that's really the only piece of art that I could compare this film to, is Confederacy of Dunces. I really enjoyed it. I hope you see it. It stayed in theaters out here for a long time. I'm glad it did. I definitely wanted to see it in the theater again, so I'm happy that I got to. I don't know what else to say. I had a great time. I think it's a great film. It's a solid 9, and I think it will only grow on me. And after I, get the Blu-ray and 3 years from now, and I've watched it a handful of times, it'll probably be one of my, favorite movies of this young decade. So that's all I got. That was my second viewing of The Guard. I loved it. One of the best films of the year. I'm giving it a solid 9. Thank you.